Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikhail. I am back with a new video. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're back with a new video. Excuse me. I forgot he was on my right. I'm only kidding. We're back with a new video. Y'all know what I'm about to say, so don't act like y'all don't know. Thumbs up this video. Please thumbs up this video. If you're on your iPad, your iPhone, your iPod, your Android mobile device, please click the thumbs up button. Or if you're sitting in front of that computer, click the thumbs up button and please leave some comments on this video.
You know how, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know how we always get those crazy comments with people saying and asking different weird crazy stuff. So someone hit me up one day.
I gotta keep this in my hand.
And asked me, Kevin, and said to me, Kevin is always talking about thumbs up the video and leave a comment on the video. How do you thumbs up on the video?
Well, there is a like button.
There is a button. I told him there's a button at the bottom of the video that has a thumbs up and a thumbs down. We want you to hit the one that's pointing up.
You know, some people...
That's how you thumbs up the video.
Yeah, don't leave it in a comment thumbs up.
You know, at first I wasn't going to respond back. But then I said, you know what? I was saved earlier this year, so...
But then again, some people think you gotta pay to subscribe to the Scorpion Show when it's free on YouTube.
That's true too. But you know, I just had to take a deep breath and say...
Speaking of subscriptions, I need y'all to be on your grind like we are on our grind. I mean, we trying to hit 100K before January 1st. So tell everybody you know to subscribe to the Scorpion Show on your college campus, at your job, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, those that still go on MySpace, Kaya. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Scorpion Show. Don't be afraid to tell nobody. Don't be afraid to show your mom my video. Somebody tweeted me saying I was afraid to show my mom your video and she was busting out laughing. Don't be afraid, because we do what everybody do except for there's no camera around. We all talk and gossip about people, make jokes. So, you know, tell everybody about the Scorpion Show. We on Operation 100K. I want to hit 100K before.
How many are we on that?
We are like we're almost at 96,000. We're probably like 40 away from 96,000. So come on, y'all. We can do 1,000 a week. Everybody posting on your campus wall. Tack it up on the board, in the store, on anywhere. Be on the bus, be like, do y'all know the Scorpion Show? I mean, ain't nobody gonna go that far. But I mean, just do it. You never know what might happen.
I'm gonna need It's Kingsley to promote us again.
Yes.
Remember he promoted us that
You know, I was scared to ask him to do that. You know,
no.
I mean.
Well, I can ask him, because
I can ask him
in that video where because
he was emailing me in DMs about questions. So,
well, that's our good girlfriend.
As a Christmas present, can you tell your girls to come over and subscribe?
Do you remember that day he asked, he must have, and we didn't know that he promoted us, and our subscribers saying,
and we were like, girl, what are we doing? We is doing it. What are we doing? We doing it well. And then you know it was from Kingsley.
I said, yes, he better promote us.
Yeah.
But shout out to It's Kingsley, bitch. That's my dog right there.
Yes.
I'm so happy because he had me on his
Oh, the people I was screwless. That's alright, none of y'all YouTubers don't want to screw me. Because we got groupies, okay? And I ain't calling nobody no groupie.
Nice of him to put, I mean, it was awkward that he put me on that list because, you know, I'm a fan of his videos. You know, and I don't look at him like that. But I thought it was really nice that he put me in that video. You know, and everybody was hitting me up, did you see you were on that list? And I was like, oh.
I want to know what role it's going to be for who. That's all I'm saying.
You tried it. You really tried it.
Okay, so I hope you guys had a good weekend. Let's start with what happened this weekend.
Let's start with Herman Cain. Let's start
with First Friday.
Oh, go ahead. No, start
with
First Friday. Go ahead.
First Friday fucking popped. Shout out to everybody that came from DC, Baltimore, New York. Shout out to everybody that came from all over, and to the people I met. And if y'all see me after the club that day, you know I was a hot ass mess. But don't judge me. But anyway, it was nice meeting everybody that came out. And then I got hit on twice in 5 minutes.
Oh, so y'all all were drunk?
Who's drunk?
The ones who
Bitch.
hit on you.
All I know is people was buying me drinks for my birthday. I still got a birthday shout out to DJ Bryant. You know, I had a good ass time. I really had a good time. So shout out to y'all, and then we can start with Herman Cain.
For those of you that are wondering, yes, that is alcohol in that bottle.
Oh no, it ain't.
Yes,
You
it
can
is.
smell it.
Yeah, I can.
It's Ciroc coconut
But
and
anywho.
lemonade.
But anywho, you know, I'm sober on all our videos. I'm always sober, okay? Always sober, okay?
Oh, I forgot to get on Mikkel, y'all. This bitch, let me
What?
tell you what this bitch did at my fucking party.
What I do?
We had my party. You know, Steve decides, hey, everybody, let's get some shots.
That's all.
We no, cause this bitch gonna spit out a shot of Patron. I wanted to reach over and punch the shit out of him
Because it was
spit
too
that out.
strong.
Fuck that.
It was too damn strong.
You don't be spitting no drink out, bitch. You swallow what you can, be like, okay.
No, you know what I
Right
did?
there.
I tried to gulp it all at once, and
That's
when
what
it
you
got
do.
in my throat, I said nope. Something said it can't go down. And did you hear Anitra?
What?
Anitra was pissed. Anitra was yelling, saying, "I told y'all not to give it to him."
But she should have fucking took it from you and drank her motherfucking stuff.
She kept telling, mind you, she was on the side of me and was like, "You ain't gonna be able to drink that," because the same thing happened at her 21st birthday party, and I spit it out. And Anitra kept saying I wasn't gonna be able to drink it. When I spit it out, she was yelling at Steve, "I told you not to give it to him." But you know, I don't drink, so I spit it all out. And Tamar Gad, you know, she was everybody, the whole bar got quiet. I was so I was so embarrassed.
Fucking ass, bitch.
Everybody looked at me like, "You fucking bitch."
That's a
But
shot.
I didn't care.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Anywho, so over the weekend, you know that Herman Cain suspended his presidential bid, you know, which, you know what, Herman Cain, people were telling me over and over again that I should have given Herman Cain a seat a long time ago. But I said, no, I'm a holdout, I'm a holdout, I'm a holdout. I officially gave him a seat on Saturday after he dropped out of the race. He dropped out of the race because he felt as though, you know, it was too much pressure being put on his family, you know, with this whole scam. Well, actually, let me correct myself. He didn't officially drop out. He just suspended his campaign, which he dropped the hell out.
Hang it up, flat screen.
And then I found out that people are still donating money to his campaign. Why? Why are you doing?
You know what?
People have that much money to throw away? Give it to us.
Yes.
Give
Okay,
it to
PayPal.
us.
Click on
Yes.
donation.
Why are you
It's
donating
Christmas
to him?
time.
You
As
know what
much
I mean?
as we gave y'all, so
I just don't. Go ahead.
no, but Mikkel, look, this is my thing. I'm gonna be 100% honest. What politician you know is 100% straight, or what politician you know don't do stuff on the side?
No, but it's not about. No, it's not about. No, for me and Herman Cain, it's not about. It was never about. I mean, well, this whole sexual allegation stuff did add fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
But me and Herman Cain, my relationship with Herman Cain is, you're not a politician. You were never a politician. You never held any type of elected office. You don't know the first thing about politics. Every time you were asked a question about foreign affairs, your mind just went out of space. So therefore, you know, why are you running? You know, it had nothing to do with the sexual allegations for me. It just so happens that
But that's the only reason why he, you know, pulling out.
Well, of course, because Ginger White came out with all those phone
Ginger
records
White,
and
you know
text
what?
messages.
I don't know what bitch you know. First of all, if I was fucking anybody on the side, I would never come out and be like, yes, he was fucking me for 13 years. Bitch, you already showing what kind of person you are.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is, but this is the thing. The reason why she said she came out, because she said she wasn't going to come out. The reason why she said she came out was because she knew in her heart that Herman Cain was messing around with all those women. But she said she felt bad for those women because Herman Cain was coming out there and trying to make them all look like a liar. And she said that he was out there in the campaign trail acting all arrogant as if he wasn't doing this, when at the whole time he was messing with her for 13 years. And she said that she had to speak up.
She had to say a
Well, she didn't have to
thing.
speak. No, she didn't. You're right. She didn't have to say a thing. But you know what? Ginger White did something that the rest of those women did not do, which was she had evidence.
She had receipts. Yes.
They were
She said, show me receipts.
Wait. So one of these news organizations from one of these cities did an interview with Ginger White. So then she put out her phone and, you know, told them about the text message. So then the reporter texted Herman Cain, and Herman Cain called him back on the phone. And was like, and you know, then the reporter started talking to Herman Cain, and Herman Cain was telling him that him and Ginger White, you know, were they were friends, and he was helping her out throughout the years because she had financial trouble. Something that Ginger White never denied. She always said that she did have financial trouble and that he did help her. But she also showed the proof that he was calling her at 4 and 7 o'clock in the morning.
That is fuck. That is really fuck. That is a bitter bitch. Let me tell you what she did. Herman. Baby, I'm gonna need some hush money, and if you can't give it to me, bitch, I'm going to the fucking press. And that's what she did.
Well,
no,
because their relationship, she said that her relationship with him ended earlier this year before he even decided to run for president.
And she should have shut her fucking mouth.
I mean,
I just don't. I'm not for. I don't know
how much money he was giving her because she's
13 years. 13 years. I know Herman Cain felt like Mama Scorpion getting sticked up her ass at the Devil Pub for 13 years, and she just threw his ass under the bus.
She sure did.
After that, he ain't had no choice but to hang it up VCO.
Yes.
For real, he ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
But Herman, you know, I feel bad for you, you know.
I don't.
Why is it that what politicians do,
put themselves in that position?
what politicians do in their private life should not have to matter about what they want to do for you and helping you out. It's just like the pastor. It doesn't matter what's going on in the pastor's personal life. It's about why you're going to church to hear the word, right?
That's
So
true.
I'm
But
just
if your
saying.
pastor, that's true. But if your pastor on his free time is molesting little boys,
Oh, no, you know
we
what?
have a problem.
That's a
Now,
whole
we have a
different
problem.
That's a whole different
All right
ballgame.
then. So then don't
That's
say,
a whole
what the
different-
pastor do in his spare time. You're right. When he does
But
his
you know
spare
what?
time, it's fine.
Depending
But if he's
on the
molesting kids,
situation.
No.
Because there's a lot of them girls in that congregation that only go to church to see the pastor.
That's you can do
Now, how
it,
you doing?
especially at New Birth Missionary Baptist,
And especially at 54th and Vine. But you didn't hear that from me.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Don't
So,
do
no,
it.
when
You tried that
when you
one.
want to invite me back?
I don't know, but I went to church
Was they looking
yesterday.
for me?
No, there was not. I went to church not yesterday, on Sunday, and it was really good. The service was really good, and I was thinking about you while I was there because the sermon was the topic of the sermon was "Don't Look Back," and I thought about you, and I said, "Oh, you would have really liked this sermon."
I'm about to say, why you trying to leave the Scorpion show and don't look back?
No, I didn't say me. I said you. Say me, but I just thought it was a good sermon. But anyway,
Yes.
what were we talking about?
We were talking
Oh
about
yeah, people in their private life. Yeah,
Yes.
You know what? I agree with you to an extent that what a politician does in their private life, if they're cheating on their wife, okay, they're cheating on their wife. But then some people feel as though, well,
the
you
fuck
can't
got
be.
to do with your taxes?
Well, no, but listen to what I'm saying. Some people feel as though if you can't be faithful to your wife, then how can we expect you to be faithful to the country? Where you had a moral obligation to your wife before you had it to the country. That's how some people look at it, you know. And so some people are, like that. And if you can't be faithful to the woman that you told that you would be faithful to, and you would, to death do us part through sickness and health, you can't even be faithful to her. Then how are you gonna be faithful to me? You don't even know me, so how are you gonna be faithful to me? You don't climb in the bed with me every night. You climb in the bed with her every night, and you can't even be faithful to her.
Well, they need to. I'm not voting for nobody based on who the hell they fucking.
I'm not voting for nobody like that either. Because let me tell you something.
Your policy.
Bill Clinton, when he was in office, before he went to office, he was cheating on Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
He still got elected. While he was president, he was cheating on his wife. And Bill Clinton left in 2001 with one of the highest surpluses, that this country had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He did his job while he was there. Even though he had that sexual stuff on the side, he was still doing his job. But a lot of people feel as though,
I had that concept at the same time. When they tried, did they really? No, they tried to impeach him.
No,
right?
Bill Clinton was impeached, but he wasn't convicted.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember talking about that in school. I just looked at it as...
You in high school when that happened?
Yes.
Oh my God, I was
in the 9th grade. And Mr. Frank was our...
Oh, you are old. I wasn't even on my way. Oh,
American history teacher.
Never mind, I wasn't over in school. And I remember the Barbara Walters interview with Monica Lewinsky. Do you remember that?
I didn't watch
I watched that. Ooh,
but isn't the highest rated interview ever?
Was. Yep. And Barbara Walters said, out of everything on that interview, she said the number one question she got asked by fans who watched that interview was, what kind of lipstick was Monica Lewinsky wearing?
Why? So they could buy it?
So they could buy it. I don't know why, but she said that was the number one question that women were asking. I don't remember what kind of lipstick she was wearing, but I don't even know if,
I wonder how is she doing today?
Broke.
For real?
She came out with that pocketbook line and that didn't go anywhere. Who's going to buy pocketbooks from somebody who sucked the president of the United States dick and then went and bragged about it? I'm not going to buy pocketbooks from you. What do I look like?
I just can't be no hoe. Like, yeah, I fucked him, bitch.
She didn't even fuck him. She just
sucked him.
Yeah,
shit.
excuse my language, but she didn't even have sex with him. She slobbed on his knob like corn on the cob. That's what she did.
But she the only one that can say I sucked the president's dick.
Can she?
Well. Wow.
I mean, why you
since you put it like that. All right, Mr. Sideline Obama over here. Obama is...
No, it was a joke.
But I don't care.
But that's what my spare time on your back. You don't pay me. You don't pay me that. You don't pay me that enough to tell you all that. But anyway,
he tried it. So then I'm gonna go to the motherfucking press. Just like the Trisky friends did.
Linda Tripp.
Yes.
She recorded their conversation.
How did you do some shit like that?
That was horrible. And I mean, Monica told her everything. Okay. Child, Linda recorded those comments. And Linda was asking questions like Oprah. She told her, don't get rid of that dress. She told Monica, don't get rid of it. That's a shame, Monica. You be careful who you talk to on the phone. Because you don't know what they doing. She recorded all their conversations. Monica, she got you good.
What happened? So Sunday, the Real Housewives of Atlanta came on.
Oh my God.
And thank God that it was not boring. But I want to say something to Mallory.
Mallory. Cynthia's sister.
Mallory. Let me tell you something.
Tell her.
You need a dick that can make you feel good. Because you was crying too much over fucking Cynthia and what she do with her husband. That is her husband. Let her have her own issues with her husband. Stop butting into every motherfucking thing. You don't need to know everything that's going on.
You sure don't.
And the mom need to grow some and just tell them to shut the fuck up. Stop bitching over everything. If Cynthia should be able to tell her mom about what's going on, she shouldn't have to tell you every fucking thing.
But you know what I noticed with the three of them? I don't mean no harm with the three of them, but all three of them are weak women. Because when I look at the three of them, I don't look at strong women at all. Her mom, her mom used to let their husband or whatever, her husband or whoever the guy was, abuse her for a long time. And the mom don't seem like somebody who's just too, she don't seem strong.
She seemed like she had a hard life.
Yeah, she just seemed like somebody who had such a hard life that after she got out of their hard life, she just was like,
It is what
it is. What it is. And then the sister, she just cries so much. She's always in Cynthia's business. Now, I understand in the beginning you were worried about your sister's well-being, this and the third. But you know what, Mallory? Cynthia is grown. She is grown. And therefore, let Cynthia mess up her life if she sees fit to. That has nothing to do with you. You warned her once, she didn't listen, fine, let it go. You are not her babysitter. You can't keep telling her what she should and should not do with her husband. Why? Because you heard the key words that came out of my mouth? That's her husband. So therefore, Mallory, you need to deal with your husband and worry about what's going on
and where is he at?
Your house. Somewhere over in France playing basketball.
Is it really?
That's what they said when they introduced him. Mind you, I didn't even know she was married when they showed her
last year.
I did not know that. Because you never hear Cynthia talking about him because
she's already worrying about who her sister fucking.
Okay.
Now let me say something. I do think that it's something deeper between Cynthia and Mallory than we know, and I really hope that Peter is not beating on Cynthia. I really hope
I said that last season. I said that last season. Yeah, it just seemed like he's beating on her.
Something ain't right. It's like...
And Mallory knows something that we don't know, but she's not saying it on camera. That's why she keep crying, because she want to say it. Right. She can't say it because it's in her contract.
I ain't going to start crying my sister on the check bounce for $40,000. I just keep telling you not good, man. I just keep telling you. Stop hating that.
Oh, shut up, Mallory. Shut up. She just started crying out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I was like, did I miss something? What did Cynthia say to make her cry? All she said was a check bounce. You would have thought it was Mallory's money. No, I can't believe the check bounce again. I told you. Mind you, and the mom was sitting there like, oh, Mallory.
That's several.
Okay. Okay? You know what, Mallory? You're gonna get a seat next week if you keep crying. Yup, you are. I swear to God you are. I swear to God you are. Why does she keep crying?
I'm trying to tell y'all.
You know what? And Peter, you were stupid for hiring Nene as your hostess with the mostest. Because you know what? Miss Nene walked in that party about how many hours late? I don't know.
They said she came 5 minutes before it was over.
She was late. No, that was the baby shower. That's 2 episodes ago. So Nene came late. She walked in there. Her job was to greet everybody. She went in that room and didn't greet nobody in that room but Cynthia.
Her attitude fucking... If that really how Nene is for real, she needs to be out of
you can tell.
Her attitude fucking sucks. And it's like, I just say, oh well. Because I mean, how many times can I go in on Nene? It's nothing else that I can say. That's just her. Fuck
that lady said to Nene at the party, she said, oh hi Nene, I just want to say hi. Nene said, oh hi. The lady said, I would ask for a picture. And the lady said, oh hi.
But she said, I read your fucking nasty ass attitude, so I
won't ask. I'm thinking like, oh my God, like Nene's just like, and then she was just like, oh hi, how are you going?
She's fake.
She's so fake and phony, and she doesn't wear it well at all. She doesn't even know how to be fake and phony. That's how fake and phony she is. Even the new girl Marlo on the show, when she first came up and everything, it was so fake. Talking about, oh, I'm going looking for the food, bitch. It wasn't even no food right there when you turned around. Like, what are you doing? About? Yeah, Marlo, girl, you was just acting for the cameras. She reminded me of Tamika Foster or Tamika Raymond for some reason. I don't know. It was just a whole vibe. Yeah, they have strong features. Like she reminded me of her. But let me tell you something. What's the name? Marlo's boyfriend read Nene down. Yes, he did. Yeah, he read her down. He really did. I wish he would have said that while she was there, because that would have made for good TV. Because she like, and what? And what? Oh, no. Excuse me, Charles. No. See, you were the one. I was like, oh. And Will Lauren said, she done gave you the chop. One chop, bitch. That's what they say at the ballroom, chops. When they don't see it for you, they chop you, bitch. Nene ain't see it for nobody. But you know what, though? The way this look on TV, it makes me think of why did I get married? When Sheila and Mike was together and fucking Trina on the side and Sheila didn't even catch on to Mike and Trina fucking on the side. That's how I think of Peter. No, that's how I think of Peter and Nene, and Cynthia is just so oblivious to every fucking thing. Yeah, because all of a sudden they're buddy and friendly. And Nene is always complimenting Peter on everything. Yo, you look good with your sexy boy and stuff. Oh, that how looks good on you, Peter. Yes, daddy, and blah, blah, blah. And what does Cynthia do? Shut. She just laughed it off like it's nothing. Fuck that bitch. What is... All you gotta do is one time to give a compliment, and that's it. Because if I hear a compliment number 2, I'm gonna say, all right, slow your roll. Then you're going a little too far. You know, everything is, oh, that color looks nice on you, Peter. And what did she say when she came to the club? Oh, Peter, give me a tour. Give me a tour. Give you a tour? Bitch, let me give you a tour on how to be a lady, bitch. Okay? That's what she need a tour on. You know what? But can we just fast forward to Sheree's ex-husband, Bob Cockeyed Whitfield? See, don't do that. I am. You want to jinx your future child. I'm not having no kids. I don't want no kids. But I'm about to say about Bob. I know the Lord up above. Shout look, for real. I was looking. No, I don't want to say this, but I was looking at Bob, and that one eye was looking to the right. The other eye, I said, "Which eye is looking at your right?" I kept saying, "Who is he looking at?" Because he ain't looking at her. He's not. He's looking at them kids that he ain't paying for. And he got the nerve to come on TV and don't want to pay for his motherfucking kids. Like, you are a grown-ass man and you make yourself look fucking stupid. I really hope this is for the motherfucking camera. Because so any woman that lay down and open their legs, I pray they don't have no kids by you. To him? Let me tell you something. For him to get on national television with millions of people watching, for him to say to his ex-wife, well, you're making a lot of money and the kids seem to be doing fine when they come to my house, so therefore, no, I'm not going to pay child support. That deserves a seat within itself, and he did get his seat. So for some of you who are looking at my seat and chart trying to figure out who they should give him They should give him bug eyes and one going one way and one going Bob Whitfield. Because he deserves a big one for that. First of all, this is what made me so mad about Bob Whitfield. In everyday society, not on TV life, but everyday society, we know of men out here who don't pay for their kids. They don't take care of their kids at all. Well, I don't have any kids, but you know, I grew up every day. But you know, there are men out here who don't take care of their kids at all. But there are some men out here who work 2 and 3 jobs just to take care of their 2 kids by their baby mom who they're no longer with. And you, Bob Whitfield, have the nerve to be a former football player or a current football player or whatever you are, making all this money, and you don't want to pay child support when you got some of these men who have to get up 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning to go to their first job and then have to leave their first job and don't even get a break because they got to go home or go to their second job. You got the nerve to say on TV that you're not going to pay for the kids that you laid down and made?
But see, Shereé fucked the whole scene.
Shereé, but you know what?
When she threw that water, it was too fake.
Yeah, it was very fake. But you know what? I kind of felt sorry for Shereé because a part of me understood where she was coming from, where she said she didn't want to, get arrest him because of the fact that he is the father of her kids, and she did not want to have her kids have a father that was in jail. So I said, okay, I understand it. But you know what, Shereé? There was a point there, because there was a point, Shereé, like Phaedra said. After 4 years, Shereé, now you don't. Not even after 4 years, he's never paid child support or whatever the case may be. After they
she did get like $1 million settlement from the divorce.
Yeah,
right?
but child support. He's not paying child support.
But let me tell you this. This is where I don't feel sorry for Shereé. Every time we see this bitch shopping, she's spending X amount of dollars on this, X amount of dollars on that. Then this bitch is building Chateau Shereé. When you have a lot of single parent families out there that are struggling to just put clothes on their children's back and food on the table, and this bitch is building a house and she wants us to feel sorry for her because she's chasing somebody that won't pay child support and she's spending that money on herself, that's where I don't feel sorry for her. Like my mom, oh my God, I'm about to go into my motherfucking bag. One thing my mom did not do is chase my father or my niece's or nephew's father to raise these motherfucking kids. And we had the best of every fucking thing. It wasn't even like she was looking out for herself. She just wanted to make sure we was okay, that our asses was in school, that we was in church every motherfucking Sunday. And I mean every Sunday. They were like, are you coming? Don't worry about what time I don't get there. And she still don't go, but our asses is in church. I mean, we had a lot of everything. So I don't feel sorry for Shereé when she's spending her money on everything. Be fucking responsible or budget some money for yourself and then use the rest on your kids. You ain't got to chase no man. If he don't want to be a fucking man, then you're going to have to just raise your children on your own. You got to, even though it's not right and it's not fair, you got to just deal with that responsibility because that's your children and you don't want them to grow up fucked up. And like you said, you can't teach your child how to be a man, but what you can do is there's boys and girls clubs, or they got mentors out there for men that want to mentor children. You can find one of them if you want. That's if you want to, because Bob damn sure ain't gonna do it now. So I just can't feel sorry for Shereé. It's this.
Well, all right. This is the part I have to disagree because I don't think Shereé wants people to feel sorry for her financially, because if you look at Shereé, she's not struggling financially and she takes care of her kids. I think the point that Shereé is trying to make is you are the father of these 2 kids, and so therefore it should not just be me paying for everything with them. It should be you as well. I don't think she has her hand out like, oh, I need money because I'm broke. No, because clearly she's not broke.
If she's worrying about child support,
it's not about
like what about the crop? And she said they have a good relationship.
Yeah, but together. It's not about.
So it's about the money.
But you have to understand. This is their father. He should pay child support. Yeah. Whether she chases him up and down the street, whether your mom chased your father or your mom chased Amber and them dad, regardless if she chased them or not, they should pay child support because that is their kid. You shouldn't have to chase them.
No, you don't.
And Shereé's not broke, and Shereé does not she doesn't say that she's broke, and she's not strapped for cash. The point that she's trying to make is, these are your kids, and for you to be walking around here making all this money, living the high life, driving these cars and spending money on this and this and that and the third, but yet you don't even want to pay for your kids, that is the point that she's trying to make. So if he just gave her the money for child support, then what? Then he's paying. He's doing his due. He's doing his job.
He just don't want it. Look.
And she wants him to be in his life too.
Let me tell you what's going on. He don't want to be bothered with those children.
No, he don't.
And he don't want to give up the money for those motherfucking kids. And if what I'm saying is, even if he gives up the money for child support, he don't want shit to do with those kids at all.
But see,
so Shereé thing is, like, I can't teach my son how to be a man, and he don't want to raise his kids. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to get child support. I want my money. So she's making more. To me, she's making more about the money
because
than the well-being of our children.
No, because ever since I've been watching,
we all been watching for 4 years.
For 4 years, all you've heard about every season was how he don't pay for his kids. So I don't think it's about he's not doing this, so I'm gonna just go after them for money. Because she's been saying this for 4 years. This isn't a new subject that we just heard about. She's been saying this every season.
Yeah, and
Bob Whitfield needs to step up and be a man, point blank, period. If he ain't going to pay her the money, then what he needs to do is take care of his kids and come and get them some damn time. Like Shereé said, he don't even come and get his damn kids. He don't even see them. Like, what kind of father is that? Especially when you are out there and you're, like she said, you're spending all this money on all these cars and stuff, but you can't even send money in for your own kids.
Ladies,
you can't even do
have
that.
to make better decisions and stop looking at the dollar signs when you pick a man. If you want to sleep with him, you need to think of, could you see yourself being with him forever?
But see, that's the thing. Shereé didn't just sleep. Remember, he was her
I know. I'm just talking about the ladies in the future.
Oh, okay, because he
like,
wants
you gotta think about that.
I mean,
but you never know. She could have married him for the dollar signs.
She could have. Well, she could have met him, but then she could have met him for love. I mean, you can't just say, oh, because he's rich and she wasn't. Then
but she made it about, like, ever since Shereé been. Look, Shereé really don't got shit going on for herself. Like the fucking clothing line. What about it?
I don't know.
It unfolded. She wants to be an actress. She can't act. She had a 2-second appearance on the game. Woo! Like, Shereé, get her off the motherfucking show.
No.
This, like, all of this child support.
And her and Nene ain't gonna go at it
because
you know Kim's not gonna come back next season because Kim got her own show.
Look, I'm done. I'm done with these bitches. We need some new Atlanta Housewives. We do.
You know what? Every season of Atlanta Housewives, it should be a new set of girls, like Bad Girls Club. It should be a new girl. It should be a new set of girls every season. I agree.
I'm getting like Kim and Croy. Bye. I'm done. Candi, what are you doing? Let Miss Joyce. You let Miss Joyce run your fucking life. Miss Joyce. She didn't even hug you, Candi. She that mad.
And she was still blaming Candi for what Phaedra did. But Miss Joyce got the memo.
Okay.
She got that memo. She got that long black wig on. She got the memo.
Miss Joyce.
But Miss Joyce, you know what, Miss Joyce? Like my coworker said today at work, you need to stop hanging around your daughter. My coworker said, because you know my coworker, she's in her 50s, and she said, you know what? Candi's mom needs to find her own group of friends. She needs to find her own group of friends, or she needs to go hang with her sister that she was hanging with in that kitchen.
Yes, with Uncle Bobby and that done passed. My fault.
But she needs to go find somebody her age, because every time you turn around, Candi's mom is always there. And then Candi's mom is always telling her what she should do and what she shouldn't do. She's trying to dictate her relationship with AJ. You know, this is my thing. Candi was happy with AJ, and Candi's daughter was happy with AJ. Mm-hmm. And that's all that should matter. Why? Because Miss Joyce, you don't have to sleep with AJ. You don't have to be with him. So why she was all up in their business, and Candi just, every time her mom said something, Candi always got emotional. Candi, no, you should have put your foot down and told your mother to go sit the hell down. Okay? And have several seats. Because there's no reason why anybody's mom, once somebody gets to a certain age, whether the parent likes the boyfriend or girlfriend, whether they like him or not, that shouldn't even matter. Because at the end of the day, your mom and dad don't have to go home with y'all. You have to go home with them. Just like Mallory and Cynthia. At the end of the day, Mallory, Cynthia has to go home with Peter, not you. So you should learn how to mind your own business. Mm-hmm. And that goes for you too, Miss Joyce, because I don't want to have to issue you a second seat. Okay?
Well,
you already got the seat.
The blowout should have had the seat.
Yeah.
Not her.
Yeah, well.
I'm mad y'all put Miss Joyce in the Hall of Fame.
We did, didn't we?
That ain't right. That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
She was mad.
She was heated. But anyway, off of our Housewives of Atlanta.
On to Miss Love and Hip Hop.
Oh my
Can
God.
I just say, dear Chrissy, I am fucking over you and your whole situation.
Yes.
Because you want half the Jim Jones money because you designing shit.
Mind you, she didn't even design it yet, but she wants
You should. Let's talk about that fucking party. That bitch showed up to the party. You already knew what was going down.
Mm-hmm.
You did not have to come. Nobody put you in the car.
Told
Nobody
you
said go. You going up in there, bitch. You trying to argue with Kim Bella, or y'all squash the situation, and then you still talking about the situation with the other girls about Kim Bella.
After you told Kim Bella that you don't want to talk about it no more.
You know what? She needs to be in the Hall of Fame because she fucking up with Jim Jones' money. She fucking with Miss Mama Jones' money and them shirts telling her that it's spelled wrong. Let it be spelled wrong. She done made up a new fucking word. Psychotic or some shit, bitch. You better fucking do that, Mama Jones. That's what I call. Bitch, stumbling and getting the fuck back. You better work it like a pro. Cause if that girl fell, you know she came back up like she never missed a beat. And that's what she did with those psychotic shirts, bitch. This is psychotic, bitch. Fucking do it, Mama fucking Jones.
This is psychotic. Wait a minute. So you know I gave Nancy Jones a seat. And I'm going to tell you why I gave her a seat in my Hall of Fame. Mind you, the scene where Nancy Jones is in the little store with her shirt. You know how you see words on something but you don't read it because you're not paying attention? That's how it was with me. So Chrissy comes in and my attention goes immediately to Chrissy and Nancy because I'm thinking they're about to start arguing. So then they talking. So I'm still not paying attention to the shirt. And then all of a sudden, Chrissy says to her, I just want to tell you something. And Nancy said, what? He said, you know psychotic is spelled wrong. And then Nancy looked.
But so that happens a lot.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Okay, there are some words where people have trouble spelling. Yes, indeed. Because Lord knows I have trouble spelling some words. But when you order 10,000 shirts with psychotic on it, okay, and it takes your son's girlfriend to point that out to you that psychotic or psychotic is spelled wrong. And then for you to get up in the confessions and say, oh, because I know how to spell psychotic. P-S-Y-C-H-O-T-I-C. Girls, clearly you don't know how to spell it because it took Chrissy to point that out to you that it was spelled wrong.
But girl, she made up for that one. I'm a buy it. Whenever we go on website.
Oh, but it's spelled right. It's spelled right now.
She fixed it.
They posted the link on the website. It's spelled right. See, that's why Nancy Jones, that's why you got your seat because you needed Chris to tell you that psychotic was spelled the fuck wrong. And then you looked at the shirt as if you were so shocked and appalled that you didn't know that it was spelled wrong.
She probably knew before she came and said, fuck it. And this is this.
No, she didn't know. She didn't know.
She had 10,000.
No, she had 10,000 psychotic shirts printed out.
Somebody make an image with 10,000 chairs and put Mama Jones.
And put Mama Jones. And when at the top of the thing it says psychotic.
Yes. Now wait. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now let's talk about. Come on, can we? Let's talk about Olivia, please.
Oh, fucking
Olivia.
Well, you know what? I gotta take my glasses off.
Because she's old and I name her Olivia.
You know what, Olivia?
So I call her Olivia.
You know what, Olivia? Today, they thought I was joking on Twitter, but I honestly thought that Olivia and Brooke Valentine was the same person for a long time.
Are you fucking serious?
I didn't realize that they were two different people.
Bob McHale.
But anywho. That's neither here or there.
Brooke Valentine, the one that had the hit with Girl Fight.
But somebody said to me, they may not be the same person, but their careers are.
We about to throw them ball.
So you know what, Olivia? I'm sick and tired of you going in front of people who know what they're doing and acting like they don't know what they're talking about. Okay? I'm sick and tired of you acting like you were once this big star and you are still this big star. Because Olivia, somebody lied to you. Okay? You went in that thing and you was talking to that A&R guy at Sony, and while he was talking, your eyes was just like, what are you saying? Like, how dare you say that to me? Don't you know who I am? I'm Olivia. And he read her rights. He said, don't nobody know who you are. You need for people to know who Olivia is, because don't nobody know who she is. Olivia, girl, if you didn't already have a seat on my chart, you would have got one last night. But since you already got one, There's no need to teach you no more. Olivia, you just keep digging this ditch. And I wish you would just stop acting like you are this big star, because you are not. I give you an A for effort, but what I will say is, Olivia, you need to try again. What, like Aaliyah said, at first you don't succeed.
No. Let me, I haven't done a heart-to-heart in a while. I'm gonna need you to scoot over, slide down just a little bit. Thank you. Because me and her need to have this moment. Olivia, you've been in this fucking industry for 10 damn years. You have had 2 shots. Bitch, I can't bending over like this. Hold up, bitch. Now, you've been in this industry 10 years and you had 2 tries. One with J Records, okay, Alicia Keys became the queen of the label, so you got dropped or whatever. Then you came back on the hottest fucking record label at the time, G fucking Unit. You could have been working on your music back then, but no, bitch. You was comfortable being on the sideline, singing hooks, or doing whatever shit you like to do with the boys on the side that the girls do. Now, I'm not saying what you was doing, because I don't know if you really was, but if you was, you ain't doing well enough. Because, girl, you still ain't got no label to be on.
Okay.
Now, not even that. Now, you on the fucking show, Love and Hip Hop. This show been on, what? This is the 2nd season. So it's been on for all 2011, right? Mm-hmm. And the only song we heard from you is called December. Bitch, you said you love me in December. So I remember.
So what happened to January, February, March?
Girl, she ain't released no other singles. She ain't released no other song, no other single, not even a motherfucking mixtape. Olivia, what the fuck are you doing? You are just so bitter, and you won't listen to no fucking body. Nobody can tell you nothing because you are a motherfucking star. You need to look in that motherfucking mirror and say to yourself, what am I doing wrong? You know, because you are the common denominator in the whole situation. Look at your motherfucking self. Start with the man, or excuse me, woman, or you know what? Start with the man in the mirror.
That's right.
Olivia, for real, this is what you need to do.
Tell her.
Look at yourself and say, why can't I get it right? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I listen to what no one is telling me? Why do I only retweet people that kiss my ass and don't tell me the truth?
Okay.
Olivia. Olivia. You know what, bitch? You are about to biz out. You are about to biz out this industry because you don't fucking listen. You know what? That's what bitches are all the time. Listen. I am alone at a crossroad. Nobody will not sign me. And I'm trying to say what's on my mind. But I should have known to listen. Olivia. You got to get it together. Fucking listen to these people. You need to fire Rich and hire me. We got a fucking fan base on YouTube. I will have your motherfucking mixtape out. I will have your black ass singing on YouTube. I will have you all over World Star singing. Your songs will be every fucking where. That one little track you came out with, you ain't come out with shit else yet. That's not how you strike when the iron is hot. Look at motherfucking Vacation and what happened to Kelly. You gotta strike when that fucking iron is hot. When people was talking about December, you should have came out with some more songs and another fucking mixtape. Olivia, you gotta get together, boo. Mm-hmm. You gotta get together or get off this fucking show. Tierra Marie, you need to look at Tierra Marie and learn from her. Mm-hmm. Every time she come out with a single, yeah, it might flop or whatever, but that bitch do not quit. She do not stay down. She like a cockroach bitch. You try to smash that fucking cockroach and that shit keep on moving. Tia Marie, I respect her. I respect her because at one point I wrote that bitch off. Oh, I really did. But when she came up with whatever, here you go, bye. That's Tierra got age on her side, and Olivia, you know, because Tierra's what, 22, 23? You was 30. If you ain't getting about now, we ain't gonna never know you.
Okay?
I'm done with you. I'm done. That was a heart-to-heart times 2.
Okay. Olivia, do what Kevin said. learn how to listen. And that's all we're going to say. Moving along to my new favorite reality
Yes,
show.
you better talk about. I'm gonna let you talk about it because I don't want to sound.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, T.I. should have been my baby.
Okay. So T.I. and Tiny's new reality show, A Family Hustle, premiered last night with 2 back-to-back episodes. Okay, so, Tip was coming out of jail, whatever the case may be. Can I just say this? Tiny does not complete the last words of her sentences. Everything is a half of a word at the end of her sentence. She was on the phone and she said, what did she say? Yeah, I'm running late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And I was like, 10 what? 10 minutes you'll be there? Anyway, Tiny loves sex.
Yes, she do.
Either she loves sex or T.I. has something in his pants that the world has not come across yet. Because every time she's around him, she wants to have sex. Yeah, he has been in jail for 1.5 years. But I mean, baby, how much sex can you get in 2 episodes? She just was like, and then
she ain't been around him for a long time.
Did you hear what she told him at the table? That she was going to...
When she jerked him up or
No.
did something with the hole in the pocket? What?
No.
What she said at the table?
When they was eating, and she said that she wasn't going to say exactly what she wanted to do to him on TV, but basically she wanted to drink his babies.
Bitch, I didn't even hear that part.
Oh, I know y'all caught. I tweeted about it. When I tweeted about it, everybody retweeted me and said, yeah, that's what you talking about.
I had a hard time watching without laughing because I really was trying to understand what she said when I had my baby Zani. I thought she said he, but I'm like, that's a she. Let me rewind this back because you never know.
Yeah.
But she did say she.
Yeah.
But and then they just had that real country dialect
They had
that I had to get used to because I'm like, bitch, I don't know what they're saying. I don't understand what's going on.
I really like them together because they are not the typical Hollywood couple. Excuse me, but then on top of that, they're not ghetto to me either. They're just them. To me, they're just them.
No, they're ghetto.
No, I think they're just What's ghetto is Tiny's hair. That's ghetto. Okay, because for you to be T.I.'s wife and you're going to somebody's kitchen to get your hair done, girl. You know what? You know what?
Oh,
because
it
wasn't even a house; it was an apartment complex.
I like them together.
And it may have been a project.
I like the kids.
Yeah.
I like the show. And you know that T.I. is really a family man.
He really is a family man.
And I would never think that about him. I just thought he was just ghetto.
Now we know why Tiny loves him so much. Because he's a family man. And you can tell
that thug love.
and you can tell he's a family man too because his kids love the hell out of him. I love when he had his youngest son and they kept walking back to the white room. He said, well, what don't you do? What don't you do? And I was
nothing.
Like, yeah,
shit.
You don't do nothing in that fucking room. But that's why I said that that's real because that's how people are. And people tell you, don't you sit in there, don't go in, don't you eat in there. And it's like, that's how you are. That's just how you are. I really, really like them together. I can see me really, really liking this show. Tiny talks like her mouth hurts. She talks like her mouth hurts. Like, I can't even make my lips form out.
Don't do that.
But you know what, Tiny, I like her. I didn't know her butt was that big. Did you see her butt in that white dress when they was going to the bedroom about to have sex? Oh, you wasn't paying attention, clearly.
I was
her behind, but not.
I wasn't paying more attention to her per se. But I mean,
that's a mess.
But
that is a mess.
I enjoyed the show, and I
really
will be watching every week.
I am. He told her,
I do like that.
He told her, get up and draw my water. I
said,
if you don't
he slapped the shit out her ass.
And what did she do?
Got the fucking she had no choice but to. He like, I just got home, bitch.
She wanted some dick.
She didn't even care if it was funky. She just wanted it.
See, he wanted to give her the clean dick, but she wanted the jailhouse dick. She didn't care. She wanted that jailhouse rock dick. You don't do that jailhouse.
Stop it.
No, I don't want that. Nope.
But I mean, she better get it in as much as she can.
You know what I thought was funny? When she came home and he had the presents in the room for her and he wanted her to put the stuff on. And then she said she was going to wash her ass and how the camera shot at his face and he was just like, like looking like when she was talking about washing her ass, you could tell that he was like really disgusted that her ass probably was funky because she was in that kitchen all day getting her hair done. Yes, in that kitchen.
But I mean, who wouldn't want to wash before?
That's true because you know,
it.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I mean, you would want to.
No, I always want to watch when I'm about to have sex.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not gonna say it because so and so may be watching. But it was this one moment.
I'm gonna just say it, okay? You don't want to go home from no club and just start.
No, that's funky.
You gotta wash that off.
Yeah.
Both areas, depending on what you.
That's funky. But
you know what?
I'm not
gonna go there.
My ex wanted to have sex one day and didn't care, and I was just like, no, I want to go take a bath because I don't feel sexy if I'm not
do it in the shower. Why should you run scratch? Sizzle Miami. No, never mind.
Sizzle Miami. Oh no! Oh no!
Dominican Republic too. I'm for. Shut up! I'm telling too much. That's that drink. You know what? I'm down for whatever. And my Kelly Rowland voice. Not too much of whatever, but
okay. Moving along. So we like Tip and T.I.
Yeah.
Okay, we like Tip and T.I.
I'm gonna be watching for Tip.
Okay.
Tiny. I gotta.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you heard that they dropped the charges with the ex-employee of McDonald's.
And they should.
And they should have because you know they.
But
should
he did go in with that fucking stick though.
As he should have. As he should have. Because anytime you jump across this counter when your ass is supposed to be on the other side of the counter, you're looking for an ass whooping. That's just like if you. That's just like if you walk into. That's like if you walk into somebody's house without their permission. Once you step over the threshold, I can do whatever I want to do with you because now you're in my house.
You done crossed the line.
You done crossed the line. And once those two women jumped over that counter, they were now in his territory. Didn't matter if they was on the ground or not. I'm gonna keep beating you to teach your ass a lesson. Don't ever jump over the counters again, bitch. But anyway, they dropped the charges. So thank God for that. Now, you watch wrestling. Have you ever heard of the wrestler Andre Davis?
No.
Black guy. Nice looking black guy. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was trying to find out what kind of wrestling he did. It was WWE or WWF, but he was a former pro wrestler. His name was the Love Gangster. He was found guilty of knowingly infecting 12 women with HIV.
Bitch, I've never heard of him.
Well, Google
he wasn't in the WWE.
He was on something because he said he was a pro wrestler. It aggravated me when I read this story because of the fact that, and when you see him, he's a nice looking guy. He's not a bad looking guy at all. He's a bad guy too.
Davis.
For him to knowingly infect 12 women with HIV, I was kind of upset with them, the women as well, because I said to myself, and this was all in a year span. Like this all happened within a year. I was kind of upset with them because I said to myself, see, this is what happens when you don't properly protect yourself when you lay down and sleep with these men. But then I was saying to myself, he probably was, leading these women on to thinking that they were in a relationship with him or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But you should always strap up when you're having sex with these people because you have people like Andre Davis who just don't give a damn. And because he had HIV and he knew he had HIV, he didn't care if he affected anybody else. That's why it's very important, people who are listening to this, to please strap it up. Please strap it up.
Say former convicted gangster of love. He never.
That's him right there. See, that's him.
No, he wasn't in no WWE.
But it doesn't say what wrestling he was in. I think that's his mugshot.
But that's still fucked up.
And it's very. See, he's not a bad looking guy at all.
He's not bad looking. He wouldn't be my type. But
what's your type?
I like.
Never mind. I already know.
Because I
already know your type. But I don't want to say.
You don't know my type.
Yeah, I do.
So anyway, but no, for real. Anytime you sleep with someone without a condom, that means you accept whatever happens after y'all had sex with each other. You accept full responsibility for whatever happened afterwards. It's very, very important to protect yourself. If that is not your husband or someone that you are married to, well, yeah, if that's not your spouse per se, that's what I should say, then you should not be having sex unprotected. Even if you still get tested, I still think that you should use condoms because it's healthy to use them. Yes. So protect yourself at all times. Stop fucking a man without a condom because you think he is cute or because he says he does not have a condom. You must value your life. You really must value your life if you want to be here for a long time. protect yourself. Just like driving while drunk. If you drive drunk, you don't care. You know, you accept. If you die in a car crash, you know, you gotta protect yourself at all times. Wear your seatbelt. I could go on and on with the analogies, but please protect yourself. And you know, it's just like going out HIV is now what 50% of the cases are blacks,
women,
and we're only 13% of the population in the United States of America.
But you know, majority of the people affected are women because they're sleeping with these men who are on the down. Oh my God! Which reminds me, there was this video on World Star Hip Hop of this transsexual who recorded her conversation with this straight guy. She told the straight guy that she was a man and she still had her parts, and he still wanted to have sex with her without a condom.
I told you, it's the fantasy. It's the fantasy.
And that's what he kept telling her. She kept saying, "But I'm a man," and he said, "Yeah, but you got a fat ass." And I guess she looked like a woman, so he didn't care.
I'm trying to tell y'all. I told y'all a couple videos ago, and I told y'all before that these straight men will still sleep with the man who looks like a woman because it's the fantasy. And that they have a dick and they're not acting straight like a straight man.
You know what was so funny? Because I was at a party a few months ago. Excuse me. Ooh.
And I know a couple of transsexuals. That's how
I was at a party. No, I was at a party a few months ago, and it was for one of my friends. It was her birthday party. So, you know, everybody was gathered around the dining room table. And one of the guys who was there, you know, he was gay. And he was just, you know, they were speaking about the straight men, you know, whatever the case may be. Well, come to find out, he had messed around with a few of the girls' boyfriends who was there. Ooh. And they didn't know that their boyfriends were straight. But you know how some gay people, you know, will say, "Oh, no, I messed around with him." You know, you can't believe everything some gay people say because they just, he pulled out his phone, had text messages, pictures, everything. And it's like, these women, these young girls out here, they be so convinced that they're guys. I'm not saying that all straight guys are gay or on the down low, but they be so convinced that the hardest of the hardest guys don't. But like Kevin said, you'd be surprised because some of these guys, they don't care if you have a penis or not. Like the guys, this is what the guy told the transsexual on the video. I like hitting it from the back. So basically what he's saying is he don't care if she got a dick, he's just going to be having sex with her from the back. So, you know, it's not going to matter to him. And it's like, that's how a lot of these guys out here think. They think that, well, if another guy sucks my penis, oh, I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
That don't make me gay. Or if I let a guy, that don't make me. It's like, oh my God.
It's a lot.
You know, women, y'all have to be a little bit more responsible and make sure that these guys that y'all are sleeping with are using condoms. Only because you never know. You just never know. For me to be at this party and for this guy to have messed with two guys, the two girlfriends was sitting at the party, say, that was a wake-up call. It should have been a very big wake-up call for all the women in that room. It should have been a very big wake-up call. And I was just like, wow. And he didn't just say it. He pulled out proof. And I was, oh my.
Well, you know the gay world is small, so you can be in a room with a couple of people, and some of them done slept together, though.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's hard.
Well, you know, nobody slept with McKellen in Philly.
No,
in Philly.
I don't sleep with people. No.
In Philly.
I don't sleep with anybody. You know, when I go out of town, I don't have sex with anybody.
I don't either. I don't believe in that.
Child, you people in your shower.
What are you talking about?
You probably didn't have. What? What are you
I'm talking about. I thought you were talking about something else.
What? I said we're talking about sleeping with people. I don't sleep with people when I go out of town. No, I'm saying I don't sleep with people, period, when I go out of town. I told you the last time I had sex was in December of 2010, and Lord knows I need to hurry up and have sex.
Can somebody please give him some birthday dick? Please. His birthday is on Monday and he needs some dick.
Don't say that on camera. Don't say it. That's, first of all, that's a lie. That's a lie.
You see I'm complaining?
No.
Oh my God, I haven't had it. Like anytime you remember the last time you did not have sex, I mean you've been thinking about that for too long, like bitch.
Well, yeah, a year?
But wait a minute. I'm not gonna throw Mikkel under the bus, but I will say he's lying.
I'm not lying. Oral, no, excuse me. Oral sex
that is sex.
And intercourse and then sex and intercourse are two different things.
Let me tell you, sometimes You don't have to go. Sometimes I just say, I just want my.
That's true.
Ain't nothing wrong
then
with
you know
that.
what? I'm guilty of the oral sex part.
Yeah,
I'm very guilty of that.
Oh my God, that's still relieving. Like,
Yeah, but I mean sex. Whereas though both of y'all are naked in the bed and y'all just sweating and everything, and everybody's screaming each other's name. Hell, so good you're screaming the neighbor's name. Lord, I need to have that.
Oh no, you're not going back.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I would never do that. But that's the type of sex I'm talking about. Now, yes, oral sex. I'm very guilty of that. I love oral sex.
Who doesn't?
I love oral sex. Oral sex, I think, is the best thing invented since popcorn. I think it's incredible.
You need to be relieved of stress.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I family watching videos. I want to talk about this. We won't talk about it. Let's just talk about something else. Let's say bye. We're done. We're done.
But for real, before I stop, who really? You haven't just ladies. You know what? You should have a.
We're done.
You should have a man that you could just call to clean your pipes out from time to time.
You mean clean their gutter out? Because the man is the one.
Well, they the pipe. Excuse me.
Yeah, they the pipe.
Well,
wait. I don't know.
Sometimes you need your cake eaten up a couple of times. You know what I'm talking about.
When's the last time you had yours eaten?
Don't worry about that. No, okay, I'll tell you.
I know. No. I was joking. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
You want to know when?
No. Push stop.
And the